Hey everybody, and on today's vlog, we are going to be playing Taco Ninja Adventure by Turn Sideways Games. Fight! Hello Sarah, how's it going?
I'm well.
And what are we playing today?
Today we are playing Taco Ninja Adventure from Turn Sideways Games. They sent us a deluxe version.
Ooh.
So we will be playing that today. It is usually a team game, but with 2 players you just manage both of the members of your team. So we're going to kind of simulate a 4-player game here where one of my ninjas is going to get to go, and then one of Nick's, and then mine, and then one of Nick's, and so on. So in this game, we are these taco ninjas, and we are attempting to defeat all of our enemy taco ninjas.
Taco Ninja!
So I have this team here. Nick has his team there. Each of these taco ninjas has a starting health of 30 points. And if you ever reduce that to 0, then the taco ninja in question goes to the afterlife. And they are not out of the game. They can still participate in the game, and they can even be revived and return to the game. But that is the general goal of the game, is to get all of your opponents' Taco Ninja's lives to 0. So what's going to happen is on your turn, you can first change your location. There are 2 locations. There's the dojo where we can train, and then there is the battlefield where we can actually fight. So depending on where you are, you can, at the start of your turn, change location. So if I'm in the battlefield and I want to return to the dojo, I can do that. If I'm in my dojo, I can go to the battlefield and do that. So that's the first thing that you do on your turn. The next thing is, depending on where you are, you do something. So if you're in the battlefield, you attack. If other players' tacos are in the battlefield, then you can choose one of them to attack. If the players are at a dojo, then you just attack all of them.
If both of them.
Yes. Yeah. So if I am in the field, I can attack. If I'm at my dojo, I can train. And training is going to let me take these attack cards and add them to sort of like my repertoire of abilities. And if I decide I'd rather not train in the dojo, then I can take an item instead. So what happens is, if I am going to attack, I roll all 5 of these dice here, and then I have up to 3 rerolls where I can reroll anything I want to. So here on my first roll, I've rolled 3 6s, a 1, and a 3. This is a pretty good start, so I'm going to keep that. I'm going to roll again. I rolled a 2 and a 3. I'm going to keep the 3. I'm going to roll the 2. Maybe I can get a full house. No. So I would have 3 of a kind plus just 2 random ones. Now this chart here sort of shows like the base stats that anything does. So with 3 of a kind, I could damage for 2. Now, if my taco ninjas have learned other sort of attacks, let's say, yeah, this will work. So if my taco ninja had learned these techniques as well, not only would they do the base damage of 2, they would also do an additional 2 because they had learned this Baja belly bump. So what happens is, over the course of the game, you either just attack or train, and what you're trying to do is eliminate the opponents by reducing their life form completely. And there are items that players can use to attempt to regain health, to mitigate die rolls, to add additional attack to successful attack rolls, that kind of thing. It's a pretty interesting and unique game, I think. It kind of reminds me a little bit of King of Tokyo because we're rolling dice in that sort of Yahtzee style. And
you're moving to locations.
And we're using those dice to attack other characters from various locations. But it is a lot different than King of Tokyo because you can train your ninjas and just some of the way the game flows and stuff like that works.
And also, if your character dies, they're not like done.
Yeah, so that's a cool thing too. If a character's force is reduced to 15 or fewer points, they can heal, but never past 15 again. So if this barrier is broken, I can no longer ever heal completely. I can only ever heal back to 15. So that's kind of a neat thing. And then additionally, if my life force is completely reduced and I am knocked out of the game, I'm not actually knocked out of the game because I still get to take turns with that character. But then we only care about these results. So 5 of any kind is actually going to reanimate me, and I get to come back into the battlefield with 15 life and continue to play. But if I don't manage to get 5 of a kind, if I get 4 in a row, I get 2 health for my other teammate. Now, like I said, this is normally a team game, so if we were playing with multiple players, then the player who's playing from the afterlife would send this health back to their teammate who's still alive. And if I get 5 in a row, then I get 4 health that I can send back to my teammate. So even if you get knocked out of the fight, you can still participate in the game. And I think that's really cool. And I think it's a kind of a neat thematic way to do it, right? You got this, like, the character died, essentially, but they can still help from the afterlife. I think that's cool.
You should show the opposite side of the cards.
Yeah, so typically this is me in life, right? This is me in the afterlife. So, like I said, we have the deluxe version, which comes with this insanely cool...
Look at that first player token.
First player token.
Look at it.
And I won our practice game, so I'm going to be our first player in this game.
So glorious.
And we're going to start with Beefy Taco. He's going to be our first player, and then we'll bounce over to one of Nick's characters, then back to Sneaky Taco over here, then back to Nick's character, then back to Beefy Taco, and so on. And we'll come back when we're about halfway through the game. It may be a little hard to tell in this one where halfway through is or so. But I would say we'll either come back when we feel like we're halfway through the game or maybe when the first character dies.
Yeah.
And gets sent to the afterlife.
Oh. All right. Well, we'll get back to you guys and to get started playing on the Taco Ninja Adventure. And this should be a good one. So we'll get back to you guys in a bit. Toodles! Hello, Sarah. How goes it?
Beefy Taco has fallen.
Not Beefy Taco.
Yep, he has fallen. He's died. He's been sent to the afterlife. However, from the afterlife, he has been able to assist Sneaky Taco with a little bit of healing. So that was nice. Hopefully, I can bring him back into play because I spent quite a bit of effort and time to get him a lot of training. So, yeah. It would be nice if I could bring him back into play. But in order to do that, I would need 5 of a kind across 5 dice. So we'll see if I can get him back into play or not. Otherwise, my Sneaky Taco has 25 life. And she also has a full complement of skills that she has learned in order to make her a more vicious ninja.
Vicious Sneaky Taco.
So, yeah. How's it going over there?
It's going alright. I just lost a nice little bit of health with my Fiery Taco. She's now past the point of no return, so she can only go up to 15 health, which is usually the kind of slow death cry that she will be singing soon if she doesn't save herself. But my Nerdy Taco over here is doing pretty well. They're both pretty well trained. I think that's what we kind of did at the beginning. Is we both ran to the dojo and was like, "Quick,
Yeah, we trained really fast. And I think that may have been my fatal flaw with.
You got a lot
Taco.
of level 2.
I did, and it took a lot longer to train him up, which meant that he was unprotected and he was just kind of getting hit over and over and over again. And I realized on one turn I picked up another piece of training for him, and in doing that I lost the chance to use the training he already had. If I would have gotten 4 in a row on that turn, instead of picking this up, if I would have rolled and gotten 4 in a row, he would have healed 9, and that would have kept me on the blue side of the life track, which means that he wouldn't have fallen below 15 and he could have continued to heal up to like his complete and full health. So I should have, on that turn, I really should have, instead of taking an extra training, I should have tried to heal him up a little bit. But live and learn.
What are you going to do? He wanted to learn. He wanted to get swole.
I mean, look at this guy.
Look at this guy.
He's clearly very into, his muscles.
Yes, indeed. All right. Well, we're going to get back into it and see who's going to be the Taco Ninja Champion. And then they will get their get their trophy of guacamole, if that is a.
I don't know what this says about me as a person, but this game makes me want tacos, even though these are like anthropomorphic tacos. I'm like I
want tacos. I want burritos. But yeah, so we're having a lot of fun so far. I think I'm having a good time. I'm pretty sure.
I like it. It's pretty simple. And it's very take that.
Yeah.
I mean, it's direct combat, right? So if you don't like that, you might not like this. Yeah. But I'm having fun with it. It's good.
Oh, yeah. And look at that first player token.
I'm just like fiddling with
this
it
is
as
like,
I play. It's nice.
It was just really nice. And I like one of the first things when I opened the box to check out the game, I was like, what is that?
I believe this game was kickstarted because there's a part on the box. Actually, it's printed.
Oh no.
Directly onto the box. It says thanks to all of their Kickstarter backers.
And actually the lid also has
the lid has like jokes and haikus and stuff like that inside it. I don't know if these were submitted by their Kickstarter backers or not. But that's a fun little tidbit inside the lid. So I'm pretty sure, just because it says thanks to all of the Kickstarter backers, I'm pretty sure that this was kickstarted. And
this is the deluxe version.
Yeah, so this is the deluxe version. I don't know what the difference is between like the standard version.
You'd have different life point trackers.
Was it?
And it was like
these? Because there was an extra, and it doesn't say what to do with these. Was it
those were tokens for like what took over from these bits.
Okay, so and then there's a nice embroidered bag. I'm not really sure what that is for.
Probably for all the bits, all that good stuff, but
so anyway, there's some nice little upgrades and extras and stuff like that in the bag, including the really nice first player token.
Oh yeah.
So that's what the deluxeified version looks like.
Nice. So let's get back into it, Sarah. Let's finish.
Let's end this.
Let's end this. Finish it. Taco Mite! Alright. Talk to you guys in a sec. Toodles. What, Sarah? What is it?
Nick's over here rubbing salt in wounds, guys.
Why am I rubbing salt in wounds? What happened?
So the game is over. I have lost. My beefy taco actually returned to fight from the afterlife. But then my sneaky taco was killed. And then beefy taco was killed yet again.
I didn't think you had a taco army for a second there. I thought you had a zombie apocalypse army.
It just kept popping
I was like, they're coming back. This doesn't seem really natural for tacos to do so.
That's something about the game that I really like is that there's not really player elimination. Even if your taco gets killed, he can still come back,
or even aid your other taco.
Even if he doesn't get to come back, he can still do things. You still get to have a turn, and your turn still matters as long as you roll, what you need to roll. It is a very, very dice dependent game, so if you don't like games of chance, you might want to play something else. But if you like combat style games, if you like dice games, if you like if you like King of Tokyo, King of New York, those kinds of games where you're rolling the dice, up to 3 times. And
Or like a
keeping
take
results
that
from
game.
things. Yeah, if you like those kind of things, you will probably like this one. It was a lot more fun than I expected. The theme isn't like, to me, the theme is not like very, it's not a very attractive theme to me personally.
It's more of like an original theme, though.
It's a super original theme, and it works really well. It's very well integrated into the game. But for me, the theme was not a hook. But the gameplay is actually pretty fun. So I would say give it a try, especially, like I said, if you like the dice rolling games, if you like the combat style games, if you like the conflict heavy games, I would try it if you like any of those.
Yeah, and again, the coming back was just frustrating, but also it was nice that
Well, it was
your
really
character...
cool if you're able to pull it off, So I think it's probably frustrating to your opponent, but for you, it's a neat thing to be able to do.
Yeah, definitely, because, and also it's like you said before, your character isn't really out of the game.
Yeah.
They still can aid your other character or come back themselves, which is... your other character almost came back, and I was about to seriously zombie apocalypse army over there.
After Beefy Taco was killed, I had Ninja Taco going for a while. Then Beefy Taco made a return, so I had both of them in play. Then Ninja Taco Sneaky Taco got killed. And then it was just Beefy Taco for a while, but then Sneaky Taco almost made it back into the battlefield as well. But she didn't, and then Beefy Taco got killed. So...
Yep, that's how the taco crumbles, I guess. But yeah, so this is our vlog of Taco Ninja Adventure, and we hope you all really enjoyed it. And this is a good one to check out by Sideways Twist Games. Sorry, I'm having a mental moment.
Turn Sideways Games.
Turn Sideways Games. But yeah, go check it out, and we will have a BGG link at the bottom of this video so you all can learn more about this game and maybe even find where you can pick up a copy. But yeah, this is the deluxe version that they sent us, and again,
Cool first player.
Yeah,
program.
very cool. Maybe like if I could even announce this award with all the knowledge that I would need, it'd be like the best first player token of 2020 for board games.
It is pretty cool.
Yeah. And, but yeah. So, we hope you enjoyed spending some time with us while we talked about Taco Ninja Adventure. And we will talk to you guys next time. Toodles!